Hi guys, welcome along to another IVHQ Express webinar. Today we're talking all about volunteering in Romania. Today we've got Kalia with us. Kalia is part of the IVHQ Romania team. Kalia, it's wonderful to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So today we're going to go through the top 10 questions that are asked by volunteers before they go travel to Romania. Let's get into this. Where in Romania is the program actually located?
So the program is actually located in a really small town about 5 hours away from Bucharest called Kalia.
What's the arrival process like for volunteers coming to volunteer in Romania?
So it's a little bit different from some of our other programs. Instead of arriving on Sunday, volunteers actually have to arrive on Saturday, and that's because they do the orientation on Sunday so they can begin placement first thing on Monday morning. So there's a few options. You can arrive into Bucharest Airport, or you can arrive into Cluj Airport, and from there it's about 4 or 5 hours either location. The local team will provide a direct pickup, and they'll be able to transport volunteers back on Saturday.
Let's talk a little bit about the projects now. Firstly, what type of projects are available, and are there any requirements?
Yes, so we have a variety of projects available. We have a teaching project, an after-school support project, an agriculture project, a childcare project, and then we have 2 other projects that do have minimum requirements along with them, and that's the NGO support project, and that one requires volunteers to have some higher education or experience working with an NGO, and then our special needs care project also requires volunteers to have some sort of education in special education or physical therapies, or to be working towards that certification. One other thing I would say to keep in mind is that all volunteers on the program do need to be over 18.
Tell us, what type of person is best suited to this program in Romania, like solo travellers or groups of friends or groups, for example?
Yeah, well, we've had a bit of both, but I would say the large majority of volunteers are solo travellers. I would recommend this program to individuals who have some experience travelling, just because it is off the beaten path a little bit. It takes a bit of time to get to the location, whether you're taking a train or whatnot to get there. But that being said, our local team is really supportive, so if we have a volunteer who is a first-time traveler, they'll be there 24/7 for them, happy to support, happy to give them suggestions, that sort of thing.
Can you tell us a little bit about the accommodation? Like, what's the accommodation like?
So there's a couple of options. Our main accommodation is a volunteer apartment, and that's located right in the city center, about a 10-minute walk from the local team's office in Kalia. Basically, it's the rooms are gender specific, and then you have a common area and kitchen that you share. All of the meals are self-catered, so our accommodation manager will go out once or twice a week to the grocery shop. If there's anything volunteers need, they just write it on a list and give it to the accommodation manager. The other option for volunteers who want a bit more of, I guess, an authentic experience in Romania can request a homestay, and we will be happy to organize that for them.
How many other volunteers do you usually have on the program in Romania at any one time?
It's a smaller program, so people can expect about 5 or 10 other volunteers per month.
How about keeping in touch with people at home? Cell phones, Wi-Fi, is it all easy to access?
Yeah, it's super easy. There's Wi-Fi in the apartment as well as the homestays that we partner with. And the volunteers are actually given a SIM card when they arrive, so they just have to top that up if they want to contact their family or get a data plan or that sort of thing.
And how about food?
Well, again, it depends on where they're accommodated, but if you're in the volunteer apartment, it's pretty Western just because it is a grocery shop. You sort of write down what you want. But if you're going out for dinner, you can expect a lot of fried food, fried cheese, fried mushrooms, fried meat. Fried is how they go.
So getting around to the actual projects, how do volunteers get from A to B in Romania?
So most of the placements are within walking distance. Some volunteers choose to bike. The local team has bikes that they can rent if they'd like during the week. And the other option is public transportation, but it's a little bit slower and buses are fewer and far between, so walking is the best bet for volunteers.
Now the big one, of course, travelling in the weekends or in your spare time. Lots of things to do around where the volunteers are located?
Yeah, tons of stuff to do, especially for outdoor adventurers. There's lots of hiking and biking. Kayaking is really popular in the summer. And then in the winter, there's tons of ski resorts in that area as well. On the weekends, some volunteers even choose to go up to Bucharest. Some even go further afield to Budapest and really explore old Europe.
Well, thank you so much for that, Kalia. Some awesome information there. If we haven't quite answered all the questions that you have about volunteering in Romania, you and your team, they're available to chat?
Anytime.
Fantastic. So there we go. If you've got a destination that you would like us to cover in another IVHQ Express webinar, please leave it in the comment section below, and we'll release a new video next Wednesday. See you next week.